Are you ready for this experiment?
Yeah.
Okay, so it starts in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Decent.
I thought it was pretty decent, I won't even lie. I thought I could pretty much do a lot of stuff.
I think I'm a decent multitasker. Sometimes I mess up, but you know, I'm used to multitasking all the time because I got 3 kids.
I do homework and I watch Netflix at the same time.
I write and talk at the same time. So it's like kind of easy at the same time, but hard.
It's too difficult.
So you just, it's not like, it's really hard to multitask.
Yeah.
By the way, you know, like, I used to like watch movies and do homework. Count that as multitasking.
Oh, I multitask by like playing video games while reading an article, while doing homework, while talking to someone on the phone. So I do a lot of stuff at the same time because I try to get everything done.
Well, normally I like to eat when I'm doing homework and like listen to music, and then also pay attention, like pet my dog and stuff, and like do my homework and like do all this stuff and go on YouTube and Facebook while I'm doing like math and stuff. So I thought that was pretty good multitasking, but I see now that I get nothing accomplished. One time, go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 93, 94, 90, there you go, I'm done.
I regret not taking grade 12 courses in grade 11 because I wasted so much time doing useless things. I could have spent so much time getting rid of courses that I am doing now. I would have saved so much time. I could have finished my grade 12 courses and ignored my grade 11 courses because they are not important and they do not count towards university. This is how I wish to have spent my time. But overall, my grade 11 was fun because I put in a lot of effort. Grade 12 is also fun. My grade 12 marks are okay, but I wish they were better. This story sucks balls and I don't know.
I walked to the store and then some guy walked in the store as well. This guy had a fedora on and it was ugly. I didn't know what to say to him, so I punched him in the face. He didn't like the fact that I punched him in the face, so he punched me in the face as well. This didn't do well with my ego, so I started a bar brawl. There was bottles flying everywhere, people flying everywhere. I saw my grandma punch someone in the d and he doubled in pain. Then some came over to her and broke a chair over her head. That's the whole story.
I was walking down the street and I got hit by a car and I fell down and I cried. Then the person came out and he looked like he was 55. And I wrote 55 because I said, well, I was counting, I said 55, and then that's why this guy looked like he was 55. And then he apologized and I was like, no problem. And then I went to McDonald's and ordered a cake, and then I fell and I died at the end.
Second story. I wish I had spent more time in grade 11 completing my grade 12 courses. I had so much free time in grade 11 and now I am very busy. Looking back now, I think I missed a very good opportunity. I could have done very poorly in my grade 11 courses because they aren't as important for university and spent all my time on the few fast-track grade 12 courses.
I see her, she sees me. I lock eyes, we walk towards each other. I've never seen anything so beautiful. Turns out she's a monkey. Monkey and Banana by Dolce & Gabbana.
Their perfume stinks, but I still use it whenever I can. But those ads with half-naked men and women, I mean, come on, it's negative 20 degrees outside, put a shirt on.
Okay, so one day I was walking, I try to relate it to the first story. So one day I was walking down the street when all of a sudden a man in a red Mazda 3 hit me. As he walked out of his car, I noticed his ugly nose, his big head, and disgusting face as he came out to check on me. I knew who it was immediately. It was Zar, the ugliest kid at William & Mackenzie. I was so disgusted, I left right away and bought a cake. The end.
Which story do you feel is better?
The second story, but they're both bad.
Why do you feel the second story is better?
Because it makes more sense and the grammar is better.
So, Aline, which story would you say was better?
The second one,
The second one? Why do you think so?
because it explains more than the first one. The first one was really messy, and it was well organized instead of the first one.
I was the first story when I was multitasking. I was literally just trying to put words on a paper, so it was really repetitive. And then the second one, I don't know. I just came up with something that I thought was kind of funny. The second one was more grammatically correct. The first one didn't really have any grammar errors. It was like, other than like fragments, there was a lot of fragments. Vocabulary? Oh yeah, for the first one, the vocabulary is really simplistic. And then for the second one, yeah, because you noticed I said and but in this one, I didn't. I used better words, bigger words that people like to listen to.
Can you talk about your content in your first one versus the content in your second? And if there's any like punctuation mark errors or grammatical errors in the first versus the second?
Well, for the first story, I didn't punctuate at all. I had no commas and no periods. I put one exclamation point to signify that I cried, but I wasn't even thinking at that point because I was counting. The story was, I think, it was just like it starts off like, oh, I was walking down the street because I had nothing else to say as I was counting. Like, that was so hard. And so for the second story, I kind of briefly went over what I wrote and tried to memorize what I was saying, what I was thinking, what I was counting. And then I kind of went more in depth. I punctuated a lot better. My grammar is a lot better. There is more pauses. I was more in depth, and I could easily relate to situations that could happen, such as Zara being really ugly and driving a red Mazda 3. Yeah.
It was super hard at the beginning because I couldn't focus on what I wanted to write.
It's okay, man.
Challenging because you
Yeah,
have to
really
count.
challenging.
You have to count and you have to think at the same time of
Yeah.
what you're gonna write.
Yo, it was hard. Actually, it was hard. Like counting and then writing, it just kind of. Cause I like to write and like say the words in my head, but I couldn't say the words in my head if when I was counting out loud. It kind of messed with me. Yeah, it was different from this because like I was counting out loud. I couldn't really think. I couldn't think straight. Of course, like watching like just hear stuff and then I'll just be writing. I'll still like try to tune it out. Like I'll be listening to the stuff, but I'll also be writing.
Well, after this, not so much.
Has your opinion changed on multitasking?
Yeah, I didn't know it was that hard, but I think counting and writing at the same time is really hard.
Are you a good multitasker?
Not anymore.
But before this
Before
experiment,
this
did you think you were a good multitasker?
Yes, I did.
I think I'll continue multitasking as long as the results are okay. Yeah.
Do you think after this experiment you will continue to multitask
Most
while
likely
working?
not. No, definitely not. It's a good eye-opening. Good job, guys.